be a line graph, which is I'd say probably one of the more interesting things because you can kind of look at change over time within these different behaviors as we're graphing it here. So we've got 3-minute increment segments here that we want to look at. And so you want to make sure you have your setup similar to this with your data over here, and then where you're going to put your new data right here. And so what we're really just going to do is we're going to sum these individual sections for each of the different behaviors for each of these 3-minute time points. So again, we've learned to do this just in the previous section. So we go equals sum, highlight the sum, and then go from minute 1 through minute 3, hit enter. We'll just keep doing this. We'll go from minute 4 through minute 6, enter. Oops, don't hit that, hit enter. Equals sum. Where are we at? 7, 8, 9. Oops, something happened here. SUM. And then where are we at? Minute 7, 8, and 9. Seems right, doesn't it? Equals sum. We're not seeing much variability in the behaviors though. 10, 11, 12. Hopefully I'm not missing something. I keep doing that. Oh, all right, SUM. Tell you what though, I'll stop the video and bring it back so you guys don't have to see me do this whole thing. Where are we at? 10, 11, 12, enter, and then we'll do this last one real quick and I'll stop the video. Sum. Okay, so essentially what you'll do is the same thing for each of these behaviors. I'm going to stop the video and then come back after I've already done all that math with this. But what I wanted to show you guys is that one of the easier ways to do this is to start at the number highlighted here in this column and then work your way back up 3. So equals sum, highlight the sum, and then go to the 12 and then just work back 3. That way you know you're getting the right columns for that information. I'm really dyslexic, so this kind of thing is difficult. And sometimes I personally get messed up. Okay, so now that you've got all your data here, now we're going to go in and we're going to do a line graph. And so to do that, it's similar to what we've been doing in the past, where you want to highlight all the columns and with the names and everything that we've already named. And this will go in and it will kind of convert all that into a line graph. And so you got all kinds of different options. I'll just choose the first one. That one doesn't look so good. Let's go with this one. Well, let's see, it's a lot going on here. I kind of like this because you kind of get the numbers here. So you're welcome to choose different options. Let's see what else we might, if there's anything else that. We'll go with let's go with this one right here. Let's just stick with this. I like this one right here. There we go. All right. Okay, so here we go. And so you see the sort of different behaviors here, and one thing I do want you to do is to change the font so that it's more easily read. Let's go with 15. See if that's not too big. Let's close this. And then also make sure you title it. You could change the font here as well, but you can see what it's doing is it's graphing each of these behaviors over that sort of 15-minute period. And you can see for the sitting, or what is this, the jumping behavior, we don't see any jumping at time within the first 3 minutes. And then we see one jump, or we observe one jump, and then this increased to 2 jumps within the sort of that 9-minute time frame, and then it went down again, and we end again at 0. And so if you're doing something more, that we might be looking at several different behaviors together, you can kind of observe where you see behaviors and things occurring and where you see things not occurring. And so you can look at sort of variability within different sorts of behaviors over time. And so, like with running, we see pretty steady running dropping at about 12 minutes. So perhaps maybe the child was getting tired. And so we see sort of some variability. And then we see, running again at high levels of running within the last 3 minutes period. So that's the second part of doing this line graph. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to do a mean and standard deviation, because that's something we'll be doing in our next lab as well.